Good morning, good afternoon, depending on when you're watching this video. Shit, I forgot to turn my airplane mode on. Hopefully, I won't get any calls, get any interruptions, get any get any interruptions during this video. If I do, oh well, we're still gonna ride with it, no matter what. So as you seen the title, first let me do a little disclaimer. I'm actually at work, getting ready to go on a delivery. And I thought about this. Like a couple of days, like not a couple of days, but like maybe last week sometime. And I was talking to my cousin and my family members about it. And I told them I was gonna do a video about this topic because I remember when it happened when I was growing up here in Florida. But let me do a little disclaimer that I don't advocate killing and torturing dogs for consumption. This is just a story. It's a true story that I'm sharing with the YouTube audience about what happened during my time growing up here in Florida. So, people love their pets, and I remember my daughter. I was over the road at the time, and my youngest daughter rather, I have a couple of daughters. My youngest daughter, she had a dog. She had a dog, a pit bull, and my younger brother took the dog out to a friend's house, and the pit ended up killing a smaller dog. So they ended up having the lighting's kind of bad but it's gonna change in a minute. But anyway, you can just listen to what I'm saying. You can see me a little bit, but the sun is kind of shining. But yeah, it was a pit. My daughter had a pit, and my brother took the pit over to a friend's house, and the pit got loose. The pit got loose and actually killed the dog, killed the smaller dog. And so my daughter, she was devastated. She was crying, and they had to take the dog away. They had to take the dog away, and she was crying. They ended up, I don't know if they put the dog to sleep or not, or somebody got it. But she was going through. I guess she was going through. Like I guess dogs get mean when they get to a certain age when they start to menstruate, and they get meaner. Maybe she was. I don't know. I don't know much about dogs, but I just know she killed the dog, and they ended up having to take her. And so my daughter, she was devastated. She was devastated, and she was crying, and I was over the road at the time, so I could nothing I could do about it, and that sparked me to decide to stop driving over the road. But anywho, like I said, she was devastated, and they said she called me and said she was in the dog's cage. She was what the hell happened? But she said she was in the dog's cage. And so I'm like, oh my goodness. I was like, what am I gonna do? So I end up calling her and talking to her, and I explained to her. I said, hey man, hey Pip, you may have lost Bonnie. That was the dog's name. The dog's name was Bonnie. You may have lost Bonnie, but the other person, Bonnie can maybe go to someone and maybe have another owner or something, but their dog is dead. So you need to go over there and apologize to that person and tell them you're sorry about what happened. Even though what it's your dog, but if you weren't at fault because you weren't there, but you should go over there and apologize. And she did that, and she didn't get. My uncle took her over there because I was over the road at the time. My uncle took her over there, and she didn't really get a warm reception. Like, if a child comes and apologize to you for something like that, but they didn't really want to hear it, I guess, because their dog was gone, but they didn't really want to hear it. But I can kind of understand, and I kind of not. This still is a child coming to you, telling you that they're sorry about something. So you can have a little bit more compassion, I think. But anyway, so that happened, and they took Bonnie away. So I sympathize with dog lovers. Like I said, my daughter I'm not too partial to them, one way or the other. I can care less. It doesn't matter to me. But to this story about about Floridians loving dogs. You know, I remember, because I remember this was a big thing growing up. People, I guess African Americans, not just African Americans, people love ribs. People love all walks of life. I know, growing up, we used to have a barbecue. Still to this day, we try to have a barbecue every now and then. My uncle throw some ribs. I had no problem throwing some ribs on the grill on the weekend, and hanging out watching football, especially during football season, watching the football games. So this go ahead on then, buddy. I'm not in a hurry. But yeah, we don't have no problem with throwing some food on the grill, throwing some ribs on the grill, and having a good time eating and barbecuing. And so, but this was a restaurant. This was a Chinese restaurant, and I'm not, like this is a fact. This is a fact. This is a Chinese restaurant, and people would be. It was in Broward County, and people would be lined up, like around the corner. Like I said that for my other videos, that you can tell if something's popular. If a place is popular by there you go. You can tell if a place is popular by how many people go to the restaurant. So this place had lines. I mean, lines of people. Like, it's like the restaurant was at a certain starting point, and the people, the line was for the food to get the food was all the way around the corner. So that tells you how good these ribs were. And people would hear about, how word of mouth, people start talking about certain things, and word of mouth, the word got out that people were actually know how good the ribs were. And so, if I had family members, they'll say that some of them will admit that they ate the ribs. Some of them will say, well, I remember it, but I didn't go. But nah, you went. I actually tried some too. I tried some too, but come to find out, this is how they found out that it was dog. They were making a delivery. At 95 on I-95. The driver had an accident, and when the door came open. They seen all the dog bodies in the road. So it was all over the news. If you can Google it and find it, maybe you can find it. And just Google Broward County. I don't know, Chinese restaurant and dog or something like that. You try to find out if you can find out what happened. But yeah, it was a big thing. Like I say, Floridians, but people, in my opinion, with food, people will try something until they know what it is. If they like it, no matter what. But if you try something and you don't know what it is, then you may love it. But they tell you something else, like my daughter with chitlins. With chitlins, if you know what chitlins is, called pig guts. Pig guts. Oh, come on, man. But yeah, with pig guts, let's see how this thing turns out. But anyway, with pig guts, my daughter, she ate them. She loved them. And then once she found out, she didn't like the smell, but she still would eat them. But once she found out what they were, she wouldn't eat them anymore. Even to this day, she done, my mom planned on cooking something this year for Christmas, and she said she don't want any. So she don't want any part. She don't want any part of the chitlins anymore. So, but anyway, hey man, that's just my rant. And I think I don't know how many people are watching. How many people are gonna watch this and remember Michael Vick? But I think they did Michael Vick dirty. Michael Vick is a football player, is a star, Atlanta Falcons quarterback, and he's charged with dog fighting. But I really think they did him dirty. I understand, and athletes now to this day that people don't talk about that are still fighting dogs, and they don't get nothing. They don't get no charge, no nothing. They just let them be. And that's in Texas. So some of the people you retired and you know who they are. They're on TV every day. So they haven't been prosecuted. They haven't been put in jail. I just think that they just did that, make a example out of Michael Vick. and they did them dirty. That's just my opinion. But like I said, I don't advocate slaughtering the torture of any animal. But I'm a meat eater, so you can't really say what different cultures do, because different areas of the world, different parts of the world rather, eat different things and value different things. Like some people won't eat a chicken, but I love chicken. Some people, chicken gizzards, chicken wings, chicken legs, chicken thighs. I like chicken. I eat meat. My daughter's a vegan, but I try. I try to eat healthy, but I'm not gonna say I'm gonna stop eating meat. That's not my thing. So, but I know it's probably maybe healthier to eat not so much red meat, but to eat like maybe fish or baked chicken, but not too much hamburger meat. But anyhow, that's just my video that's my wrap for the day. Floridians love to eat dog. Some people might be upset behind this video, but it's the truth. It really happened. It's really happening here in Florida. People really were lined up. And it's an article. I came across an article where they were saying that lawmakers were trying to make it illegal to eat dogs. So people were really it was really a big thing here in Florida. So I'm not making this stuff up. I'm gonna post the ad to that article maybe in the comment section below this video for people to check out. So I'm not just blowing smoke. And don't get upset with me. I know you dog lovers. Some dog lovers, they care more about dogs than they care about human beings. And that's the God's honest truth too. They'll save an animal. They'll save an animal. They don't give a shit about, excuse my language. They don't give a shit about people. But anyway, that's another topic for another day. But like I say, Floridians, if you're a Floridian, you watching this video, you remember that. Especially if you live in Broward County, I'm sure you know about the place. You heard about the place. If you're old enough, I'm sure you know about the place. You heard about this place here in Florida. And if you, like I say, even the big thing now here is the iguanas. They're everywhere, and some people won't eat those. But I heard it's a delicacy, and Belize, people love them in Belize, and they sell them. So it all depends on what part of the world you're in. I don't knock any culture. Like I said, if I like to travel, and when I plan on traveling, I'm gonna try whatever food they have there in that area. So I'm not gonna. I've had raccoon, I've had squirrel, I've had possum, I've had duck, I've had doves, the dove hearts, and everything else. My brother used to never mind. But anyhow, I never thought that I would be anything but catastrophe, but suddenly I began to see a bit of good luck for me. Happy Thursday to you. Happy holidays to you. If you're not subscribed, subscribe if you want to. If you don't, that's fine too. I'm gonna continue to make videos regardless of what you do. But if you like the video, like, subscribe, comment down below, share if you want to. You be safe, you be blessed, and don't forget to tell somebody you love them, because you never know when you're gonna go. You never know when you're gonna go. So, happy holidays to you. And if you can, try some dog, you may like it. I'm just kidding. You be safe, you be blessed. I'm out. Oh boy. Uh-oh, what happened?